There's gold in that there hills. You can never tell, but there's a big log in there. Hey everybody, Jay here. We're back in the heavy Chevy. We're gonna do some roadside logging today. So we drove by some wood that I saw kind of in the ravine here. So we're gonna try our best to kind of skid it out. Looks like a maple. It's pretty good diameter. So we're looking for some wood to fill the last one third and change of our production firewood rack. So let's go see if we can skid this out with the big heavy Chevy. We got all our chains and rigging stuff. See if we can skid this out and make something happen. I'd rather see the wood go to good use than sit there and rot. So we'll see you guys in a second. Oh yeah, there she is in all of her glory. I think it's a maple. Yeah, it looks like a maple. Let's see what we can. See if we can skid this section out of here. It's off the ground, which is good. So how I do it here is I have that little trailer hitch D-ring. I run the chain through it, and then I'll bite the chain back on itself. I'll take the slack up, and then that should go. And there you have it, folks. First specimen. Skid it out. Very solid. Actually, I'm just gonna get it out of the way and see if we can get a few others out so we can do multiple cutting at once. All right, here's specimen number 2. Not bad. We got those 3 out. There's this monster right here. I don't know if that's any good though. Really mushroomy. I think that's still some. Yeah, there's plenty of good wood in there. Well, let's cut up what we got first because it's in our way now. How's everybody doing, folks? Thanks for tuning in. What a great day this was. Beautiful wood that was left to rot. At least we made something out of it. Can't complain there. Decent ride back to the homestead, but it's all right. It's all good. Doesn't matter. I saw this wood on my firewood journeys. I just end up driving around. If I get free second, I just drive around. I look for opportunities. I look for trees. I look for jobs. So this just happened to be something I came across. And yeah, needless to say, 100% worth it. Glad we stopped. I did not realize how much wood was actually in the ravine there right off the road. So can't complain. Let's tune back in. Nature of skidding logs, you're gonna get a dull chain quickly. So we're using the 590 now, and we're saving the 576 for the real big pieces towards the end of the video. So it's just the nature of the beast. Anytime you're skidding anything, especially uphill in the dirt, chain's not gonna last the whole time. So it's cutting pretty good. Gets dull quick though, but we made it work. No big deal at all. But still, they say that's in pretty good shape. That'll make some good firewood. Maple's nice and light too. It ended up being, these first few pieces were maple tree. I didn't put 2 and 2 together that there was 2 trees they must have taken down, because this one was maple, and then the one, the big one in the back there, that one happened to be oak, which you'll see soon. But I did not realize that one was maple and one was oak until I started cutting into the oak, because clearly, obviously, that's a different story. But yeah, this one here is the maple, cuts like butter. But the red oak coming up, that's the big tree we skidded out. Man, that thing, that's some hard wood. Even with a little bit of punkiness around it like it had, still some really hard, solid, good wood. So needless to say, let's get back to it. I hope you guys don't mind me doing the voiceovers. I know people kind of squawked with the music. Music's kind of annoying too, because I have to use the YouTube studio there, and it's kind of like lame, and they're hard to overlay into the video. You have to do it after the fact, so whatever. But needless to say, this is some good wood. Maple is some good wood. Cannot complain there at all, one bit. This is some nice stuff. Makes some good production firewood. So I think up next is the oak. Might be wishful thinking, but I want to try to roll this sucker back into the valley here, because our skidding lane is right there. I don't know if this almost walked away from this when I saw all the mushrooms, but there's still a ton of good wood on this. So the first couple, maybe inch or so, is punky. You can see the log jack here kind of has a hard time biting in, because the first inch or so is absolutely what's it called, punky, but we made it work. I don't know, let's cut into it maybe. It's got some punky surface there, but let's get it out and we'll cut into it up there and we'll see. I don't know if we're gonna get those last two, but we're gonna start with this one. So let's get the chain. Heavy Chevy strikes again. All right, let's cut into this and see if it's any good. Start down here first. Yeah, the heavy Chevy absolutely skidded these logs out, no problem. It's a little bit of an uphill, but again, these are only maybe 10-foot lengths, so it was not bad at all. Between the chains and the rope, we got them out. All right, moment of truth. Oh, yes. Plenty of good wood. Ooh, that's oak too. Wow. All right, let's get the big girl saw. Please be mindful when you're doing firewood. Don't lift things like a gorilla. This is the only one I got some stuff in my eye here from the bark, the punkiness, but this is the only round that I lifted like that. I realized after this I was going to need a splitter. That's going to be coming up. We're going to definitely need the splitter for sure, but needless to say, we got the rounds in the truck. As you can see here, trying to work smarter, trying to roll it up, which didn't really work too much. So needless to say, rolling it up on the log there was definitely helped compared to just deadlifting it. Big piece. Time for the 576 XP, the Husky here. This is probably 20 something inch, the red oak here. So let's listen to this thing rip. Bad. Little punk. A lot of good core wood still left in there. Oak. Little punk, but we can split that off. Nothing the boiler won't eat. That wood's still in pretty good shape. So it's worth it for my, that's a big section there. It's worth it for me to try to get this out. Let's get the strap, the toe strap, see if that'll work. If we break it, so be it. Oh man, it worked. Let's rip into it. Let's get it out of that trench and then we'll rip into it. I tell you, these logs, they may look like hell, but man, the inside of it is pristine, beautiful. Obviously in the next video we're going to get around to splitting it. But yeah, needless to say, the Husky was ripping, cutting good. Again, both chains got dull quick, dragging these nasty logs through the dirt, uphill both ways, so whatever, but no big deal. Let's go ahead and let's have a look at this red oak here. It's beautiful. Look at this primo stuff left for wasted in the woods. Oh god, that's heavy. Ooh, yeah. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Not a little hard work. Look at that. I can't believe it. Left for dead. Amazing stuff. We're gonna need the splitter though. All right, heavy Chevy for the win. It's a big stick. All right, let's go. All we have left here is just knickknacks. Again, she said whatever you can do would be greatly appreciated. So we could always just dice this up, chunk wood for the boiler, but we got all the main big stuff out of here. And I'm sure she's happy. So let's dice that up, make a run for the house. Let's dice that up, make a run for the house. And we'll have to wait for Homestead Jim tomorrow. He's coming up tomorrow. We'll come back with the splitter and we'll, yeah, I'll just wrap up here. I'm gonna cut this one up and Homestead Jim and I are gonna come back with the splitter. And yeah, so needless to say, folks, let's show you what we got loaded in the heavy Chevy. This is all the stuff we can lift. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds out of there. We got this stick to cut up. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rounds. Pretty good size diameter. Yeah, awesome stuff. All right, thanks for watching, guys. God bless. Hope you enjoyed that little roadside logging cowboy stuff. And yeah, like I always say, we will see you guys out in the woods. Stay tuned for part 2. We're gonna come back first thing with Homestead Jim, get this all split, get it in the truck, get it home, and fill our wood racks. So yeah, thanks for watching. God bless. See you guys out in the woods.